Hi everyone, Dave Ware here. Welcome to the second episode of my prog rock vlog thing. It is October the 31st, Saturday, 2020, and the time's about 20 past 10 in the morning. Couple of things before I get on. I've still got the Space Invader hat. That's never going to change ever. The second thing was the t-shirt. So if I show you my t-shirt today, I'm wearing Haken today. From the t-shirt is the Mountain album, which is amazing. Haken are a prog metal band, I would say. If you like crazy guitars, loads of time signatures, they're for you. Check them out. We've seen them a couple of times. They're amazing, absolutely amazing band. One of the best British prog metal bands that are around at the moment, I would say. They're absolutely amazing. Anyway, today I'm going to break down a song called Fade Away With You, which is, I think, probably the most accessible song on the new album. Lyrics by my good lady wife Sue. We were talking about it the other day. I can't remember whether I said to her I'd like a sad song or whether she said to me I'm going to write a sad song. Either way, she came up with some lyrics which are pretty melancholy, to be honest, and I put them to music, and it sounds like this. There's nothing left to say. Nothing will ever be the same. Don't ask me if I'm okay. Just let me fade away with you. So this is a sad song, but I think the music's quite uplifting. I really like it. It's an interesting track because it actually musically builds up. It layers up as it goes. It starts with a sad piano and then there's some lyrics, and then it just layers and layers and layers, and then towards the end it kind of all stops and just breaks right back down to the piano and vocal again. So it's quite a nice journey in this song, I think. So anyway, to the screen and we'll go through what we've got. So to start off with, this is the piano. The piano I'm using is Spitfire's original felt piano. It's a really nice soft piano. So if I play a little bit for you. So it's a really nice sound. It's just a really subtle, soft piano. It works really well. That has then some vocals. Now, I'm going to talk quickly about what I've done with the vocals. If I just play a little bit. Now, for some reason, as soon as I turn on the effects on the vocals in the track, it turns on the effects on the vocals on my microphone that I'm using now. I've not quite worked out how to stop that happening. It's possibly an FL Studio quirk. I'm not sure. But anyway, so this is the vocal chain here. So I have my vocals here, which is just literally sung straight in. And that goes to a master, which is muted at the moment, and that just allows me to adjust the overall volume of the vocals with the effects. It's chained to two effects, which are then chained back to the master, okay, which you can see here. So the first effect is just a nice reverb, nothing particularly out of the ordinary. And then the second, I'll put that there. And then the second effect is a plate reverb, which is an Arturia plate, I think. Arturia make keyboards and synthesizers and things, and this plate reverb's very nice indeed. So if I show you the vocal just as it is. I don't wanna wake up today, the world submerged in grey. Just let me fade away with you. It's nice simple vocal. I've not gone mad with it. It's because it's a simple song, I wanted the vocal to be just kind of nice and calm and simple. So it's quite a nice sound, I think. So the first effect, as you can hear straight away, has come on now, is this reverb. Now the reverb, I've turned the dry signal down and just have the wet, so it's just I'll turn it back up again. It's just the effect. So the vocals with that reverb sounds like this. I don't wanna wake up today, the world's submerged in grey. Just let me fade away with you. It's a bit nice already. And with the plate reverb, it's really subtle. It just adds a little bit of extra reverb, if you like. So I'll put that on and you can have a listen to that as well. I don't wanna wake up today, the world's submerged in grey. So the plate reverb is I don't know, it makes it sound like you're in a room with a wall near you, basically. It just kind of bounces back a little bit. So if I add that all in. Just let me fade away with you. So the vocal and the piano. I don't wanna wake up today, the world's submerged in grey. Just let me fade away with you. Right, all very nice. Now I wanted that to then build up. So I wanted an acoustic guitar to come in just to add a little bit to it and get some rhythm going as well. So I shall, the acoustic guitar is picked acoustic from Session Guitarist with you. I'd leave this world So I really like that acoustic guitar, but it just needed a little something more. So I added a ride cymbal as well. See if I can find it here. Ride cymbal. It's very subtle. It's literally just on the offbeat with the acoustic guitar. So if I just play the acoustic guitar and the ride cymbal, this is what it sounds like. So it just adds a little bit to it. So when that all comes in, it's just a little bit nicer. So if I play that as well. I'd leave this world behind and travel back in time to find your hand in mine once again. So that was a nice intro, and then it needs to step up again. So I wanted to add some low end, a bit of bass guitar, and I thought it would be nice to bring in a nice drum loop as well. So if I show you the bass guitar first, and then I'll show you the drum loop, okay? So the bass guitar comes in and it sounds like this. And as I showed you in the last video, I tend to use the same bass guitar. Again, it's just a freebie. It's a factory selection from Contact by Native Instruments. It's just a standard bass, classic bass they call it. And it just sounds really nice. It sounds like it's got a bit of a chorus on it, which is a bit of a classic thing for a bass guitar, to be honest. And because it's being played in the higher registers, you can hear it. It's not when it's just down the low, all you can hear is the booming bass, really. The other thing I wanted to add here was a nice little drum loop. I think this drum loop is from Ghost Hack, which is a sampling company. They release sample packs and things. I've got a few of them. Which is kind of a lo-fi sort of warm sort of loop thing. Now, I will say, even though this is the most accessible, it's in a funny time. Now, I've never had a music lesson in my life, so please don't ask me what time this is in. I think it's possibly 15, 16 or something, I don't know. And so I've had to cut the loop in order to make it work, in order to fit with the piano, because the piano is actually not in straight 4/4. So if I play it with the piano, there's a cut here. Okay, so that's the cut. Now, the version that's on YouTube is using this drum loop, which has got pops and cracks all over it. I'll play you that. You hear that? There's like a cracking, like an old record player, and it's popping and cracking and clicking on as if the vinyl's skipping slightly. Sounds really cool, but when it's in a song, it's really distracting, and it's just clicking and popping in the left hand side all the time. So I've gone in and edited it. So if I show you what I've done, if I come in here and edit, so this is Edison, which is the audio editor in FL Studio, and these are the pops here. So if I just play this, so the clicks are all on these like peaks. Also, did you notice that it's a lot slower? It's because I've had to change the tempo of this loop to get it to fit to the tempo of the song. So anyway, so I've edited this. The way that I've done it is you just highlight that bit, the pops, and then you just clean it up. There's clean up and denoise and stuff in this editor. It's really cool. So what I ended up with was this, which is the cleaned up beat, and it sounds like this. Sounds a lot nicer, no cracking and popping. So let's listen to the track up to that point. Okay. Once again, there's nothing left to say. So it goes into a bridge, which is a nice little break in the song, and then we bring in some proper drums, as it were, which is modern and massive. Excuse me, but it's quite a simple little drum beat I've done. So I'll play you that. So it's nice and simple, but it just elevates the track up a bit more. And I also added a synth accompaniment, so which I wanted to add a cello to it, if I'm honest, but I couldn't get the cello to work for whatever reason. It just never sounded right. So I've gone for a synth. It's actually a synth viola, which is from Flex, which is the free synthesizer built into FL Studio 20 and is my go-to synthesizer. And that sounds like this. So it's nice and simple, but it just adds a little bit behind the rest of the track, and it just, again, it's another layer just to elevate it. So I'll play the bridge into when the drums come in, and you'll hear the viola and everything behind it. Nothing left to say, nothing will ever be the same. Don't ask me if I'm okay, just let me fade away with you. Used to see your face so clearly, now it's smudged in time. So it's pretty simple. It's just built up and built up, and then we're kind of coming to the crescendo of the song, really. So it does another verse, another bridge, and then it all falls away at the end of the last bridge. So I'll play you that bit, and you'll hear that everything drops out basically, apart from, I think, the piano, and then it's just a nice finish, and then it just literally fades away. So, well, actually it doesn't, it stops somewhat abruptly, but the song itself is just fading away. So I'll play you the bridge. There's nothing left to say, nothing will ever be the same. Don't ask me if I'm okay, just let me fade away with you. How can numb feel so sharp? I've a black hole for a heart, just let me fade away. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So the drums actually dropped out just before that last bridge, and then as you can see here, this is where the drums drop out, and then I wanted a bit of a crescendo, a bit of a cymbal just as everything drops out. So I've literally just cut and pasted a little bit of the drums there, just to give it that crash. Which is rather nice. And that's the track. It's from the forthcoming, well, not forthcoming, it's out now, I would say. It's from my new album, Blue Skies and Sci-Fi. I will leave the links down below so you can have a listen on a streaming site, or you can go to Bandcamp or Reverb Nation or wherever you want to go to hear it. If you look around my YouTube channel, you'll find the lyric video for it. As I say, it's with the old mix, so it has the poppy drums on it, and you'll hear it, and you'll probably be slightly distracted now I've pointed it out. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Cheers.